Hi there. Noel here on the topic of apology this week. I just watched the video about it, and the bit video was kind of making the point that apologies can feel good in a moment. It can be a really nice thing to acknowledge that you've done something, bring that to the person and have them, you know, touch hearts over this thing I have seen. I've just done this thing, and I tend to do that a lot. I pay attention to what I'm up to, and if I think I've done something, I really try to own it. But also that if you're using it as a means to just disconnect the person's ire, let me just apologize to you before you catch me at this, and I think I do that too. And then but not restore integrity, that's a problem. That the idea behind an apology is not to get you off the hook so that you can do the same thing over and over again. So his thrust was that we really do what we can do to clean up our mess, create some different, some promise of a different thing in the future, and then live up to that. Be impeccable with your word, which I talked about last time. Uh, you know, notice the thing you did and don't do it anymore. Express, I did this thing wrong. I also wanted to say that there is another type of apology that I really feel is very meaningful, and that is the type of like a life situation apology when you have been in a circumstance with somebody perhaps who did some major wrong, like in your childhood, did something that was just not okay, and then that they got a clue. And those kind of apologies that are so like down to this cellular level. I get it. I see what I did, and I'm so sorry. Those are a different animal altogether. And when people are fortunate enough to see their own behavior and be able to offer something like that to a person that they have harmed, when I am able to, I mean, I've been harmed as a child in my parental situation, and I have perpetrated harm as a parent. And I have had my mom, for instance, come to me and, just like, I get it now. Boy, oh boy, am I sorry. And almost to the point where, no, I don't want you to feel that because I know how big that is. But it created a bridge between our hearts that is, steadfast, strong, solid, and that apology really meant something. And I have done the same with my son. I have made, similar type mistakes, and I have felt them, and I've seen the outcome, and I've, anything I can do to make this right is I really fucked up and I'm sorry. And that is a different sort of situation, different sort of apology. And I think those really move mountains, that type. So that's a different thing. Integrity, yes, I will not do that anymore. But those things, you can't undo what you did when you were absolutely unconscious, and but you can let the person know, I know I did wrong, and I'm extremely sorry. If there's any way that I can support you healing through this, that kind of apology, I'm all for. And with that, I will say adieu. Thank you so much.